I joined The Real World, which, if you don't know, is a $50 course that teaches you how to make money online, and I actually went through the entire copywriting sections and lessons. Then, for 2 months, I worked to get my first client, and I actually got my very first sales meeting. Today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to start doing this yourself and exactly how I landed my first meeting. I'll also tell you the exact subject lines I used to get an 80% open rate on my cold emails, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so within the course, there's been a lot of changes, but at the time that I was there were 14 lessons which took you from complete beginner to landing your first client. Before I actually dive into how you can do this yourself, I do want to make a disclaimer that I am not promoting The Real World. I am not an affiliate for them, and I don't make any money if you join. But if you are going to join any course, and if you finally decided that you want to spend $50 on improving your life rather than spending it on pointless drugs, unhealthy foods, or unnecessary clothes, then I do recommend The Real World because there is a shit ton of valuable information that will get you started on the right path. So, to begin, if you don't know what copywriting is, it's the ability to sell something to someone with the use of your words, most of the time written words. So that bottle of face wash that says great value, that's copywriting. The billboards you see on the freeway, copywriting. Every single advertisement ever, copywriting. If you can master copywriting, you've essentially mastered sales, and the ability to sell anything to anyone is a skill that I hope you see the immeasurable value in. Now, every single copywriting book, every single copywriter, and every single copywriting course, including The Real World, begins by saying this: use this power for good. I'm about to tell you exactly how to get people to do whatever you want, and it really doesn't only apply to selling products. These strategies in this video are literally just how you can get someone to do something, but we're applying them to business so we can get someone to buy a product. Once again, use these strategies for good. How do you know if you're using them for good? Well, when you sell someone something, you are solving a problem for them. Those Nike shorts you're wearing, you needed shorts and Nike solved that problem. The house you're in, you needed a house and a construction company solved that problem. The construction company needed to build the house, construction workers solved that problem. Do you understand? The only way to make money is to solve a problem. So, if you're solving a problem, like let's say you're starting your own clothing brand, and you truly believe that your t-shirts are the best quality, coolest design, and will get people recognition, then it is your duty to get people to buy your shirts because their life will genuinely be better if they had it. If you're selling a shitty product that you know isn't even going to really solve a problem for someone and you're just trying to make money, then you're not using these strategies for good. And you're just a scumbag looking to scam people. Now, maybe you're trying to think of a problem you can solve. Well, there's many, but I'll use the clothing brand example again. Why can a brand like Gucci sell their shirts for hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Because if you wear Gucci, people recognize you, people compliment you more, you get more respect, people treat you differently, they treat you better. What problem is Gucci solving here? Well, people want to be recognized and respected, and Gucci does that. So they can sell their shirts for 20 times the price of a normal t-shirt, even though they both may be the exact same, just one says Gucci on it. So if you're trying to find a problem to solve, think about the problems you've already solved in your own life. I have abs. People want abs. I can solve their problem of not having abs and get them abs by selling them a course on exactly how I got abs. I hope this all makes sense. So now you understand what copywriting is. You know that you must solve a problem to make money, and you know how to choose a problem to solve. How do you actually get people to buy your solution to their problem? Well, if you've identified someone's problem, for example, I know people want abs, then now you need to fully and completely understand this person. This is an avatar. So I'll go through that thought process right now. This guy doesn't have abs, but he wants abs. Why does he want abs? Well, because he probably believes it will get him more girls. He believes other guys will respect him more. He might think that having abs will mean he can get the respect of his family. There's many more reasons, but these things that I just listed are called desires. And this is the first part of getting someone to buy your product. People will only move towards something for two reasons. Pay the fuck attention to this. If you get anything from this video, this is it right here. People will only move towards a desire or away from a pain. But the ultimate secret to copywriting is using both desires and pains to get someone to buy your product. The guy that wants abs, he wants to run away from the pain of being flabby, disrespected, out of breath, or unhealthy. And he wants to run towards the desire of having rippling abs, girls all over him, and guys respecting him. How would I get him to buy my course? Well, to get his attention, I may just use a social media ad, either on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. In the ad, I might show me with my shining abs, a couple girls around me touching all over them, a guy walking by giving me a fist bump and a smile. And then all the ad has to say is, click the link below to see how you could have girls swarming you, dudes high-fiving you, and a sexy six-pack abs. Do you see what just happened when he saw that ad? He saw all of his pains, the things he doesn't have, and he saw that clicking a link could get him all of his desires, the things he wants. If you want people to buy your product, you have to understand that your target, your avatar, to their deepest levels. You must know what they lie awake about thinking at night. You have to know what they see when they look in the mirror. You have to know their deepest and darkest fears that they don't tell anyone. This sounds hard, doesn't it? It's not, because that person is you. We all like to think we're unique, but we're not. The video that I posted about how I gained 30 plus pounds as a hard gainer has around 20 views, and I'm a tiny ass YouTube channel. There's at least 10 other people out there facing the same problem I did, except I solved that problem. And of course, instead of selling a course on how I did it, I just posted a free video instead. But I could have went ahead and sold a course for it. That would have been at least 10 people that bought it. And the way that I speak in that video resonates with the viewer because I know their deepest fears, their darkest moments, and strongest desires. I was literally just speaking to my younger self in that video. So, if you want to understand your target's pains and desires, you need to understand yourself. Once again, if you're trying to start a clothing brand, what's the reason for you buying expensive clothes? Why do you do it? And if you're spending $300 on a Gucci shirt just because you think it looks cool, you're lying. You most likely bought it because you want people to see that you wear Gucci. You don't want people to know that you're secretly broke. You want people's respect. You want to mask your deepest fear, which is that fear of other people laughing at you, making fun of you. Everything that I just talked about is a very summarized version of copywriting and essentially selling a product. But what if you don't want to sell your own product? That's a lot of work, right? Well, you can go ahead and become a copywriter for someone who already has a product. This is what I did and what I was taught to do in the real world. So I went onto Facebook, searched up life coaches, which is basically just people that tell you how to live your life happily, and then I emailed every single one. What was my goal here? Well, my goal was to get hired by this life coach because I felt that I can improve their advertisements on social media and their copy on their website, which is just all of the words they use to get you to buy, also called the sales page. So that was my goal. The life coach is already selling a product. They already have a target audience. Now my job would just be to understand that target audience better than the coach and get people to buy the life coaching courses or calls or whatever. Now, you may be asking, how do you get the life coach to hire you to do that? I'll get into the specifics in a second, but here's the main idea. Use the same damn strategies you would use to sell a product to your target audience. In this case, though, the product is not yourself, but the copy you can produce. And your target audience is, in this example, a life coach. So how would I structure my cold email? It would go something like this. Hey, so-and-so, I was just taking a look at your website, and wow, the story you have about your abusive past and the challenges you overcame to become the powerful woman you are today is deeply inspiring. It's no wonder that you're crushing it right now and have a fully booked calendar. I know you're a busy coach with all of your calls, so I just put together a revised version of your sales page that I think you might want to take a look at. It's yours to keep, of course, so feel free to test it out. If you'd like to see how I could further help your business and get the people the help they need, just email or text me back a short reply and we can set up a call. Let me break the exact pieces of this email down for you. Of course, you want to address the person by name in a friendly manner, not in a formal tone. So I start with, hey, so-and-so. Then the very first sentence is a compliment. Why? Well, people like compliments. It's like a gift. Not only is it a gift, but it's a personalized gift. I did actually go read her little backstory, and it was actually inspiring. Now that I've given her a little gift, she feels obligated to give me the gift of reading my full email. Because remember, these people have emails coming in all the time from people that just want their money. In the second sentence, I make an assumption. I say, it's no wonder you're crushing it right now and have a fully booked calendar. Most likely, she doesn't have a full calendar. She's probably not even crushing it, and I know that she wants to have more bookings, more sales, and get a full calendar. I'm targeting her pains and desires essentially in that second sentence. The third sentence is free value. I would have actually gone ahead and revised an advertisement she made or her sales page and then attached it to the email for free. This is another gift because at the end of the email, I ask for a reply. Do you see? There is a give and take. People will give, but only if there is something in return. So give first, ask second. The last sentence, once again, hits on two of her desires. She would like to help people with her business because being a life coach and a copywriter is stressful, so she needs help with her business. And she does also want to help people. I could help her help more people. Then I end with specifying a short reply, once again, making her feel important and busy when she's probably not. Now, I know this video is already getting pretty long, so I'm going to go over different email structures because all you need to understand is the essentials of a cold email. Now that you understand how to write the email and get a response back, how do you get them to open the email? Because like I said, they have people every day flooding their inbox with a pitch trying to get their money. Well, here's the exact subject line I used that would get me an 80% open rate. It was their name, comma, more people need help, period. And I actually just saw a subject line come into my email that got me to open it, which just said, your recent purchase. Obviously, I opened it because I hadn't made any purchases, and normally a email means they're responding to something I had sent, but I hadn't sent anything about a purchase either. Then, of course, I ended up reading the entire email and forgetting why I even opened it in the first place. So, subject line is very important. Just go ahead and test a new subject line every 10 emails. Then, once you find a subject line that 8 out of 10 people opened, use that same subject line for 20 emails. If the subject line didn't get an 80% open rate, then go back to testing new subject lines. But if it did maintain an 80% open rate, then use it for 40 emails, and so on. Now, writing copy is going to take practice. You might suck at it at first. There's also a ton more strategies that I would like to go over, but this video would just be way too long. The things you need to keep in mind from this video are: to make money, you must solve a problem. To find a problem, look at what you've solved in your own life. People will only run towards a desire and away from a pain, so understand their dreams and fears better than they do. And finally, give them a solution that works. Once again, I would love to pour out every single tip and trick I've learned on copywriting, but the video would just be way too long. If this video does really well, then I'll come out with the second one, getting into the finer details. But until then, please make sure to like and subscribe, and continue working hard, continue eating right, and good luck on your journey.